Hello. Today is a day, just in case you didn't know. Let's see if everything will load in. There we go. Thank you. This still looks a little bright even though I changed that. Let's adjust some more, shall we? I think if I just do that, that will probably be a little bit better. There we go. That's better. Okay. Um, Hi, I'm here. Um, I've had a very frustrating day so far, so this might be a shorter stream because I am an incredible bad mood bear today, and I don't need to be spreading that, but I do need to get started on these. And I figure just maybe a little bit of, doing something will make my brain be nicer to me. Doubtful overall, but we can try and see how it goes. So these are for the quilt block for this month for cadmium orange, which is our color. I definitely didn't bring out that other sketchbook that I meant to, but that's okay. Not a big deal. So like this was our quilt block that we did last month for shock pink was our color. So now we're gonna do a bunch of orange. That's the plan. So we have some creamsicles, we have some oranges, and we have some traffic cones. And then this will be the one without any ink on it will be the like quote unquote plain fabric. I think I'm gonna do the traffic cone for the smaller bits just because I made the pattern smaller with that in mind. And I think these two big ones will be nice both together and with the bigger bigger area to see the pattern. So we're gonna do that. That's my plan. Yeah. So I usually start with the plain one just because it's a good... Oh, that's not making a sound? Question mark? Did I accidentally mute something? I sure did. My bad. I fixed it. Thanks for troubleshooting, Grim. I will do a stretching. I will do hydrate. I will try to think about something nice to say about myself. I guess, honestly, the nicest thing is that I haven't set the world on fire today. Not even a little bit. Even though I am so cranky. So you're all safe for a little bit at least. Tomorrow, all bets are off. But for today, I've been very kind to everybody and not made the universe explode. I'm taking a sippy. Legit though, I worked with a bunch of like really frustrating stuff. Grim already knows this, but I worked with a bunch of really frustrating stuff today and yesterday, and I'm not letting it completely ruin everything. I'm still being a kind person in general. So you are the best at what you do. And what you do is keep me from murdering the entire universe some days, so. It's just... Life is frustrating sometimes, you know? So I already had to deal with PayPal locking my account. They did that last night at 8 p.m. my time, which is great. I really had fun dealing with that. This isn't the brush that I want, but I keep pulling it out anyway. This is the brush that I want. That's theoretically cleared up, but it still pisses me off a lot. So, and software is annoying, and life is hard, and you know how it is. It be like that sometimes. Do I really know what I want to do for this plain fabric? Not really. I might do a little bit of brown in it. I don't know. We're getting to the point where I really need to think about how all of these colors are going to work together, like how I can balance them out in the wall hanging, because with all of the quilt blocks, I'm planning to, once we get to the end of a year, which we're nearing, I'm going to sew them together to make a bigger wall hanging that would look like a quilt. I do think that I want it to be a square though, so if I just go based off of a year, that would be 12 blocks, which would be... Hi Mikey! Good to see you! Thank you for the hydrate. Oh, and the stretchies. But 12 would make a 3x4 or 4x3, you know. You know how it is. And I kind of want it to look like a square. I'm not sure why I'm so obsessed with it looking like a square, but I really think a quilt wall hanging looks good as a square. So I can either extend the, like, extend the month length and make a wall hanging when I hit 16, or I can add 4 more blocks, which I'm thinking maybe if I want to use like all the other colors that I've used in the year and then make 4 corner squares, maybe that would make a square and maybe would tie everything together a little bit better. I'm not really sure. I'm still thinking on it. Okay, here's a hydrate for Mikey. And we will do some gentle wrist stretchies. My bad wrist is taped up today, so I need to be a little bit careful with it, but that's why there's tape there, to keep me from hurting myself too bad. Man, I look even whiter than I actually am on this camera today. If anybody wanted to see what a ghost looks like, check out your screen. But I have, our first color of the month was brown, was burnt umber. That's this one. So I'm thinking maybe if I want to add a little bit of brown to this, it will balance out with this, because there isn't really another brown. Well, I guess there is one brown color. There's burnt sienna, which I forgot about. I'm sorry, burnt sienna. That was mean of me. But I don't know. I don't know. Trying to balance all these is going to be a task that I have set for myself. I'm very much a plan ahead kind of person, and with this, which is one of the reasons why I did the Color and Focus project the way that I did, where my patrons get to vote on what color I'm doing every month. So I don't have a chance to really prepare, which was on purpose, because I kind of, to put it bluntly, I kind of need to chill the fuck out a little bit about over planning everything, which is an anxiety thing, that I want to overplan everything, and also an autism thing, I think. But I think doing this a little bit is good for me, because it keeps me from way overthinking literally everything. So I think just a little bit of brown in there is going to be good. I do want this to be pretty dang orange. But how's everybody else doing today? I know I already said that I'm a cranky bad mood bear, but I hope everybody else is having a better day. Yeah, I like that. All right, I think that's good. We can just let that dry now. And we can work on the other ones after I wipe down the table, because we don't need to get the back of that paper wet. This is the problem with not taping them down, is that I end up with a little bit of a mess, but you know what? It's fine. Sometimes when you make art, you make a mess, and that's just how it works. So we have creamsicles, we have, orange slices, and we have traffic cones. Oh, new hyperfixation is always fun. What game? Do share. I mean, if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I'd be interested to hear it. Usually I would start with the hardest one, or what I would consider the hardest one, because I like to front load my work. I am considering doing masking fluid on the inside of the creamsicles. Oh, you don't need to be ashamed about that. I mean, you like what you like. I'm glad you're having fun with it though. That's really the important part. I do think that I might want to do masking fluid on this, or I might do white ink, because the masking fluid has been tearing this paper like crazy. I don't know what it is about this art block that I got specifically, but it's been like way more delicate than this paper usually is. So it's probably smarter to do the white ink afterwards. I already have to put ink on the materials for these anyway. So I guess we'll just do ink. I haven't decided on background colors. I think I want to do like a dark warm gray for this one. Just kind of like road vibes. For these two, I'm not 100% sure. I think that doing like a bright blue on one of them would be really nice, and maybe a pink for the other one. I want it to feel kind of like summery colors, but I also want to make sure that orange is very clearly the focus here, because that's the point of the project. The color is in focus. So I need to be careful picking like very intense colors. But I do think that blue and pink would go well. Decisions. I guess a yellow would work too. So maybe yellow, well, maybe yellow for this one and pink for the oranges, just to keep it all in the warm camp. I maybe should have thought about this more before I started, but you know what? Sometimes you just gotta go. I do know what I want to do for this one, so we'll start with that. That one's probably the most complicated just because it has the most pieces to it. So we can start with the background on here and then work our way out. I do just have a warm gray already on my palette, so we can use that. I don't want it to be super dark, but gosh, this paper is so dry. It's been raining here, so I kind of expected the paper to already have some moisture in it because of the air, but I guess not. Do also, sorry, this is just going to end up being me talking about my to-do list the whole stream, which I mean is pretty standard. I don't know. But I did, so instead of doing any of the work that I should be doing, you know how it is, I started a new sticker project this morning. Instead of doing any of the number of things on my to-do list, I had an idea for more stickers, and so I just did that. She can't focus. You know how it is. So those will be cool. I'm doing those ones digitally because it will just be easier for what I have in mind for it. But that's exciting. So you can expect some Pride stickers, not the ones that I was already working on, mind you, but some coming soon to a bean shop near you. What else was I gonna say? There was something else. I don't know, man. My brain don't work. And like, we knew that already, but these especially don't work today. Gosh, that was one of the things I had to deal with this morning. The Silhouette Studio, which is the software I use for that cutter that I got that lets me make my own stickers, it had an update, and I was like, yeah, fine, update. And it just kind of like shat out in the middle and couldn't finish updating. So it just ended up deleting the entire program off of my laptop instead of actually updating the program. So I had to like full on reinstall it, which was great. That was really fun for me when I was already really annoyed about stuff. Which, like, I don't know. Like, the cutter is really good. The software is shit. And with all of the like server issues and stuff when I first got it, I don't know, man. If I didn't have people who also used that software and the cutter company, not the same cutter that I have, I probably would have tried to return it because it annoyed me that much. But I think I mentioned last time we showed on stream some of my older digital art, and there was an Oshawott sticker, well, an Oshawott drawing that I was considering making a sticker out of. I got that ready, but didn't actually get the full, like the sheet made up. So that's gonna happen because one of my really good friends who lives in Finland, I sent a package to him and it got returned by customs. And Oshawott is his favorite, well, one of his favorite Pokemon. So I'm thinking I'll print one of those out and send it, since I need to resend the package anyway. I might as well add more stuff in it and be excessive, because that's what I'm known for, excessive gift giving. But I also have another sticker that I got from Raspberry Usagi's shop. That's an Oshawott to send him to, but it arrived, like I bought it after I'd already sent the package to him. So now that I'm doing a redo on that sending, I can include that one too. I don't know, what's the word I'm trying to think of? My motivation to finish those pride mushrooms really got zapped by the cutter not working for me. Well, it's more complicated than that, but the servers being down, which meant that I was locked out of making my stickers during Pride Month, and I didn't finish the art for it because there wasn't any point, because I couldn't even do the thing I was going to do with them. So that may be on the back burner for a bit. I don't know. But I do have those other Pride stickers that I started this morning that I think will be good. I'll probably get to it eventually, but it's one of those things where it's like ADHD brain, and if you run into a barrier, then your brain won't let you do it anymore, like ever again. So eventually I'll be able to like actually convince my brain to do that, but hey Jen, why am I like this? I never say your name correctly. Hi Jess. I don't know why my mouth keeps doing that, but that's like the third time I've done it. I guess my brain has just assigned you as Jen. I don't know. But anyway, how are you doing? Good to see you. Oh, I loved your leaf, by the way. I'm sure you could tell by me commenting on it, but super cute. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, man. Like, my brain is never fully connected to my mouth. Like, that's just a fact. My filters don't work properly, but yeah, my brain is not working today. I mentioned at the start of stream, I don't know if anybody heard, because I don't know. It's just one of those days. But I'm having a rough brain day, so this is probably going to be a shorter stream, but like I need to work on this anyway, because I really need to get this done before the end of the month. And I was like, sometimes when I stream, it helps the brain bads. So, but it may end up being a little short, because it's one of those days where like everything feels like moving through cold molasses is how I usually describe it, where it's like everything takes 10 times the effort, even if it's something like really simple that you do all the time. So it took me like an hour to convince myself to brush my teeth this morning, and like it's just an exhausting day. And like I know why. I'm fine. I'm safe. It's not a big deal. It's just really annoying. And at a certain point, like understanding why your brain does something doesn't really make it easier to deal with it. Because, like, I don't know, understanding why you broke your leg doesn't make it heal faster, you know? Wow, this gray looks way more saturated on camera than it does in person. That's interesting. But yeah, basically everyone I know is having a rough time, honestly. It's almost like the world is constantly falling apart around us or something. Wild. Big if true. I think I kind of want to... Well, I did this last time and then didn't like it. I should have done that while it was still wet. I'm not going to finish a full thought. You guys are never going to actually know what I'm saying. It's fine. I think that's fine. Just leave it. Still considering colors for these. I really do think a blue would look nice, but I also think that it would kind of take away from the orange a little bit. Blue is a complementary color to orange, which means that both of them are going to pop more, but I also feel like it's gonna, I don't know, distract a bit. Because, like, I did the blue for the flamingos, and I feel like it's a little distracting. Like, it makes me feel like this isn't a fully pink block. Hi, Shani! I'm guessing that's your version of a quiet hello, but I will say hello. Feel free to lurk if you want to, though. Feels a little... There's a word that I can't think of. Incongruent? I don't think that's right. Feels a little out of place and like it doesn't quite fit. So like as good as I think that would look, I also think it's the wrong choice here. Omelet assembly. Omelets sound good. I haven't had an omelet in a long time. But I was thinking yellow and pink maybe for these. Because that's closer. I did actually see, this is, again, you guys are just getting like freeform brain thoughts with minimal filter. I did actually see an ice cream truck on Saturday in my neighborhood, which is the first time that's happened in a long time. Hey, Al! So I think I want to mix the pink with a little bit of yellow, just to kind of make it a little bit orangey, or kind of like a coral color for the background here, which is going to involve me messing up that area, but that's fine. So let's see. That isn't really the color I was aiming for, but you know what? I'm vibing with it. There's also a frickin' hair. I have hair on everything that I own. I just have too much hair. Come here, you son of a bitch. Thank you. Messing up my art. I would like some more space to turn this, please. I'm realizing that I definitely didn't erase the graphite from under this, which is fine. It's not a big deal because it's not super visible. But I do think that's funny of me. I need to add more pink to my palette. We're running out. It's almost like we focused on pink the whole month last month or something. Sorry, I'm probably like pretty low energy today just because, as previously mentioned, my brain is being a nuisance. I mean, my brain is always a nuisance if we're being honest, but some days it's a louder nuisance than others. I also still haven't figured out what I want to do for my birthday, because it is a stream day, my birthday. I don't know if I actually want to stream on my birthday this year. I don't know. I didn't really have anything else to do on my birthday last year. So I was like, I might as well stream. Maybe somebody will give me money. And somebody did buy me a gift, which was very nice of them. But I actually have people that I want to spend my birthday with this time around, which is nice. But maybe I want to do something chill? I don't know. I don't know. Too many decisions. And I hate making decisions. You know that. I need more pink. Where is? There it is. Pink? No. There it is. Goodness gracious. I now have a pink finger. Whoops. There, that's less pink. Okay. haven't decided how I want to shade the white on the ice cream either. Let me just do a warm gray. Shading white is difficult. Okay, I like that color. We'll see how that works with the cadmium. I think it'll be good, but probably pretty similar. So I might need to tint it a little bit more to the yellow side for the creamsicle, which is what a creamsicle looks like anyway, so that's fine. But it is close but different. Oh, sorry, I just punched the mic. Apologies, I didn't mean to hit you. I mean, unless you're into that, and then just enjoy it, I guess. I was thinking just a straight yellow background for this, but I'm not sure which yellow I want to do. Because I could do the kind of orangey New Gamboge. Let me put some cadmium orange here just so that I have a point of reference for what's going on. Could do kind of darker mustard, or I could do very light bright. I think the light bright is the way to go. I think since that's a green tinted yellow, it will stand out a little bit better. That's what I would have gone with, but I'm glad that I checked it. Okay, let's get that done. Are you dry? Not all the way, but you're getting there. Let's set you over here. Let's set you up here. And let's do the background for these oranges. This is another point where I probably could use masking fluid to mark off the pith of the orange, but I also kind of don't want to, so I'm not gonna. guess all of these have a little bit of white in them that I could have done with masking fluid, but I don't know. The masking fluid it's not being kind with this paper lately. I think using the white ink will go just fine. And my back hurts today too. I'm pretty sure that I popped a hip out while I was sleeping last night, which is great. Love that for me. Love having ligaments that are just made of stale rubber bands. Yeah, that was good, Shawnee. I like that a lot. I'm definitely going to steal that and imagine it. It's a good coping mechanism. Okay, I want to get at least one of these patterns done. I'm thinking this guy is looking like it. Let's see, I want to use, do I want to use Payne's Gray or do I want to use actual black? I think Payne's Gray probably. Yeah. Maybe black on the road signs? Nah, I don't think I want to mess with that many colors. If I'm being honest, I think if I just do this, it'll be fine. I made so much money through my shop this month that PayPal locked my account last night. It wasn't even that much money, I don't think, but I was locked for suspicious behavior, and I had to send them a scan of my face to prove it was me. And I'm sure that they have never seen as bitchy of a face as I was making in that scan. They finally unlocked it this morning, but I'm still annoyed about it. Yeah, Become Creatures is like excellent. I keep threatening to go live in a log in the forest because like I've fucking had it. Too many things keep happening and I'm done. I don't want to participate anymore. Thank you. Goodbye. I should be like a hedgehog or something. Actually, I don't think I'm a hedgehog. What am I? I don't know. I always identify with possums. That's a choice. Maybe it's some kind of vole. Or a shrew. That could be a pika. That's so valid, Shawnee. I do this pose that I call wet eagle. If you don't live someplace where bald eagles are common, one, they're really stupid. Just for the record, they are not that majestic when you get to see a lot of them. But when it rains, they get wet, right? Because they live in nature. And they stand like holding their wings a specific way to help them dry out. And I make that pose just in the hallway like a cryptid on a regular basis. It's code for I'm too hot or the woes of existence are weighing heavily upon me. I have a photo of wet eagles on my Flickr. I don't know exactly which folder it's in though, like which album, I mean. But I definitely have taken photos of wet eagles in Valdez and posted them on the interwebs. But I don't know how to describe this pose accurately. Let's see. Can I do a little sketch here? Maybe. Probably should use an actual pen, otherwise you won't be able to see it. I have a Sharpie in here, don't I? Yeah. So like, is that too wet? No, that'll be fine. So like, there's my head, right? Here's my legs. And then your arms go out kind of like this. And you just kind of stand there like that for a while. That's the wet eagle pose. They hold their wings out like that, and it's really funny to see because they're just too damp and uncomfortable. Here, I'll leave that where you can see it, just in case you missed it. Wet eagle stance. I can't remember if I posted the wet eagle photo to Tumblr ages ago or not. It might be in my Alaska photos tag. I don't remember. That was a while ago, though. That was when my parents still lived up here. So early days on the Tumblr. All of my muscles are so sore. Like, I know why my body is throwing a hissy fit, but that doesn't mean that I'm enjoying it. I'd rather we could just get over it. Maybe soon. That was from my finger. I got a little bit of yellow right there because it was on my finger. Oops, not a big deal. Me having paint on my hands, it's more likely than you think. It's almost like I made an emote about it. Which I still have a still... Do I still have a still? I think one still emote and 2 animated emotes I need to do to fill. Maybe these little traffic cones would make good flake stickers, actually. I missed one. Wow. It's almost like my brain doesn't work today. I say today as if it works any other day. Just some days are better than others. I don't think my brain would ever be called functional. I have my moments. Okay, do I want to put base layer down on something else while I let all those dry? Probably. But which do I want to do? I could do the popsicle sticks. That would be relatively simple because I think just some yellow ochre is the right call for that. God, I'm so sleepy today. One of the weird things about streaming music, especially in our current DMCA day and age, is that for stuff like this from like Stream Beats that doesn't have any lyrics, it still gets stuck in my head. But you can't look it up. You can't figure out which song it is. You can't just type boop, 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 boop into the search engine and have it bring up the song that's stuck in your head. And it causes me strife. Because this one in particular gets stuck in my head a lot. And I know now that it's Flute of the Traveler, but Shazam does not work for those. They say specifically on the homepage of the app that you singing will not return you a song. Like that's not what it's made for. Which I think is very funny. This is true, Shawnee. This is true. But like this one specifically has gotten stuck in my head so often that I actually remember which one it is now. And I remember the cover art for the album that this is from. I don't know, there's something about those boop boop boops. Gets stuck in my head. The other one is Iro's Tea, I think is the other one that gets stuck in my head a lot. Yeah, exactly, Shawnee. Just like, I don't know what it is about those sounds, but they sure do get stuck in my head. There's like a tiny spot here that didn't get background color, and it looks silly. So I'm gonna fix it. There, that's better. Okay, I could do the creamsicle now. I think I want to lay in yellow underneath the orange. Cadmium orange is pretty opaque as far as watercolors go, so it won't make a huge difference, but I do think that it will make enough of a difference. So we can do that. And then we can go back to our traffic cones, I think. Yeah, and there are so many, like, what's the word I'm trying to think of? There are so many, like, remixes of the Wii menu music. Same with the, like, shop music. I definitely just put that yellow where it shouldn't have. I can fix it. Yeah, that's right, Shawnee. I remember that that exists. I mostly use, I mean, this is only vaguely related, but I have an app for Animal Crossing music on my laptop where you just open it up and you can like set which game, Animal Crossing game and stuff, but it will play the music of the hour for you. And I do that when I'm just like waiting around and nothing music-wise sounds really good. What's it called? It's Nook something. It's just called Nook, which is probably available on everything, I would guess. But it's relatively like it's easy to run. It's not a very complex program, but you can like add the rain sounds and you can add my brain just short-circuited. I don't remember what I was gonna say. But like you can choose which game you want it to play the music from too, and it has all of them, which is really nice. I always do New Leaf because that's my game that I had too many hours in. That was my emotional support game. I feel like anybody who's gotten really into Animal Crossing has one emotional support Animal Crossing game that's like theirs that they played when they were at the lowest portion in their life and they like latched onto. I just think that's how Animal Crossing works, honestly. Like it doesn't matter what your first Animal Crossing game was. It matters which one you had the most hours in because you were mentally ill. You know? I just think that's the fundamental basis of Animal Crossing. And mine was New Leaf. I had over 3,000 hours across 3 towns. But some of that music really slaps. Yeah, for sure, Shawnee, for sure. I definitely latched on to Howl's Moving Castle really hard when I was super stressed out about my mom. Because I don't know, both I should say both the movie and the book became a thing because it's really about an eldest daughter feeling overwhelmed and running away. Which hi, I have eldest daughter syndrome. Really, it's just eldest child syndrome, but sometimes the only thing that saves you is some media that you imprint on like a baby duck. That's just how it works. So, after we finish these quilt blocks in the patterns in general, I'm not sure what I'm going to work on next. I have a few things I could work on that I don't think are going to fit in the color of the month, but I do have stuff to do, but I'm going to need to think about that and decide what we're doing. Yeah, I haven't seen all of the Studio Ghibli stuff, honestly. I have like my favorites that I watch repeatedly. I haven't seen all of them though. Oh yeah, Discworld is the first, well, the first, quote unquote. Discworld is on the list for my book group actually. So that's gonna be the first one. If you wanted to join that book club, Shawnee, I could probably invite you. But I understand if that feels very overwhelming, because it did feel overwhelming for me too when I was invited. And then I decided that I should suck it up and do something that was good for me socially, and then freaked out about it repeatedly. But it has actually been good for me. I did really like the book that I read for this month. Yeah, yeah. I guess in high school for me, the books that I really imprinted on was the Immortal series by Tamara Pierce, for sure. Because one of my friends said I reminded them of the main character. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. But I didn't know about the book series, and then one of my friends mentioned that I reminded her of the main character. And so lent me the first one, and then I got obsessed with it. As you do. Okay. Traffic cone time. And then I will let those popsicles dry, and then we can put orange on top. This may shock you, but we will be painting with a lot of orange today. Just in case you didn't know. Hydrate. I will hydrate. Thank you, Shani. I will fill in this road sign and then I will hydrate. Did I have something else to tell you guys about? Probably. Do I remember what it was? No. Ooh, I slurped that real loud. I bet you heard that. I have hydrated. I've been doing really bad about my water intake the past little bit because I keep getting distracted because I'm so busy. Although I'm doing better today so far already. Ugh. I don't know if you heard that. That was my neck. I don't know who decided that we really needed to be in meat suits, but I'm not a fan, gotta say. It may just be that mine's defective and that's why I'm not a fan, but still. In hindsight, it probably would have been smarter to just do the stripes on the traffic cone with white ink afterwards instead of inking them like this, but you know what? Such is life. Oh! That's wild that they only had the first 3. I guess as they were coming out though, that would make more sense. Where they'd get a certain amount and then whatever student was requesting them would have moved to the next school or something. But yeah, the whole series was already like out and everything, I think. I don't think I had to wait for those ones. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I remember having a hell of a time finding the second book though.
I'm escaping to the one place that
Hi, lesbian.
Capitalism. Space.
I will do a stretchy. I will finish this traffic cone and then I will do a stretchy. So I need to be careful with my stretchies today or I might stretch a joint right out. Ooh, stretching. I'm just extra bendy. It's fine. I'm pretty sure I popped a hip out while I was sleeping last night. I love having a defective body. It's so much fun. Ugh. Hydrate. And yeah, you'll notice that I'm taped up today because my wrist decided to be a bastard. So such is the way. There we go. All right.
I'm feeling fat and sassy.
Always. But yeah, once I read the Immortal series, I read basically all of Tamara Pierce from then. But there was a point, I don't remember which series it was. I think it was the one following Alana's kid. Where I finally just kind of I felt uncomfortable with how often Tamara Pierce's young female characters ended up with a much older man. And I kind of stopped reading them. Because it's a little weird. Just a little. What do you have in your omelet, Shawnee? The contents of the omelet are so important. Oh, dog barking. Yeah, Alana series is good, I think. My weird thing. But my dad actually read those recently, even though I started reading them, like previously mentioned, in high school, and my mom read them with me. But he read them because I guess one of his friend's kids was getting into it, and he wanted to read it to see if it was appropriate or something, which was really weird to me. I don't know. It's weird, I guess. The thing that I think is weird is getting into something that your child was into for somebody else's child, I guess. Which, like, I do think that the Alana series has a bunch of important stuff in it, but I don't know that I would. You definitely want to be aware of how sexual it is in the later books if you were going to give it to someone younger. But I do think that the messages about sexuality in that are important, which is why Tamara Pierce's work stands up so much. Alana isn't my favorite one. As previously mentioned, that's Immortals, but that's mostly because I like animals. So. Although I haven't reread those in a while. I guess I've re-listened to them. I have them on audiobook. Full Circle is also really good from her. Oh, yeah. Nice. That sounds good. It's kind of like a, what's that called? Colorado? Is what, Denver omelet? Something like that. Is what the innards are called in restaurants. But with the pico, that sounds really good. Hey, Peach, it's been a while. I was actually thinking about you last night because I hadn't seen you in a bit. It's good to see you. Yeah, that sounds good, Shawnee. I hope that you enjoy. Well, you are enjoying, that's why I asked, but continue to enjoy? I don't know, my brain doesn't work. Don't worry about it. I would like to say that I think I actually got a full year into streaming without singing along with an ACS song, which is impressive. Ooh, yeah, jalapeno. Right? Oh, I guess I can show you guys the other thing that I did for this month's color of the month, which is what we're working on. So it's cadmium orange, which is just like a great road sign color, honestly, with like minimal work that you have to put in. But I put it here, right? This is going to be a sticker for my sticker club that I'm starting on my Patreon. That's going to start in August. The tier hasn't dropped yet. It'll drop August 1st or really late July 30th. But this is going to be the Patreon tier sticker. I'm starting my sticker club. The first one is this guy, which I can then drop. I'm clumsy as hell. This is for July. I think this one is going to be for August. And then I have a couple others that I can pick from for September. Oh my gosh, Peach. So you've had a lot going on. Well, I'm glad you found a new one. And I'm glad you got through training. I hope that it's not too bad. Okay. So yeah. This one is, if you know the Vine, you probably have already figured that out, but brain work ahead. Yeah, I sure hope it does. And I thought that was really funny. So there you go. That will be coming soon to a Patreon near you. And I can actually do that. And then you can have a link. Like I said, the sticker club tier is going to be $5 a month, and you're perfectly welcome if you see a sticker that you want to just sign on for that 1 month and then dip. I will not judge you. Totally understand. Not all of the stickers that go out through the sticker club will be available in my shop afterwards. So you are in the sticker club, you're guaranteed to have that sticker only for you guys for at least a month. But after that, I might decide to put it in my shop, or the only other way to get it would be to get it in one of my mystery bag stickers if I have leftovers, or as like a bonus in an order. So consider it. So that sounds like it might be better for you. A little more consistent, huh? Because you were working some crazy hours for a while there. The problem is capitalism. So true, bestie.
I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism.
Space.
Space!
Man, for my fellow Tumblerinas out there, did you see that poll I reblogged making you choose who was hotter between Tim Curry as Frankenfurter? Well, I guess it wasn't just as those characters, but it was between Tim Curry and what's his face in The Mummy. One of the most difficult choices I've had to make. I believe I tagged it with ouch, but I did vote. Yeah, and I inflicted it upon everybody else. I feel like the light has gotten darker again. So let me just pop that up a little bit. That's better. Yeah, it was a rough one. Some of those polls, man, it really just feels like holding a gun to your head and making you pick a favorite child. Yeah, he has. Although he never looked poorly. I will say that. But he was unmatched in The Mummy, I think. Although everyone in that movie is hot, honestly. That's fair, lesbian. That's fair. Although I do think that hotness is not just sexuality. I think it's also there's also like a, especially for celebrities in my mind, there's also a level of just like aesthetic that goes into it. Oh, interesting, Peach. Oh yeah, for sure, Shawnee. For sure. We can definitely blame The Mummy 1999 for me being a gay disaster, I think. Also The Scorpion, which was like a shit movie, little spin-off thing that had The Rock acting for realsies. Um I don't know what it is about that man attached to a scorpion body, but it worked for me. Don't know why. Yeah, The Scorpion King. It was a bad movie. I will tell you that much. It didn't need to be a good movie. That's all there is to it. Also, I forget what year it was, but the first Charlie's Angels with Lucy Liu in it, that also did things to my brain. There's like maybe a 30-second scene of Lucy Liu in like all leather with a riding crop talking pro-union to a group of men, and she breaks the riding crop over her knee. And I think that I can trace a lot of my proclivities back directly to that 45-second scene or whatever it was. Yeah, just one of those things. I was obsessed with that movie for a really long time too. Like it was one of the ones that I quoted constantly. I still, in my head, when I have great woe, I think in my head, it was the Chad, and I imagine myself falling off of a boat into the water. Does anybody else understand this reference if I were to say it out loud? Absolutely not. Right, lesbian? And yeah, weirdly, Jess, weirdly, I also get that. Like, that was not what I went for in that movie, but I can understand it. That guy was weird. Yeah, it's just one of those things where, like, I do this with something that I says, which makes no sense that I would latch onto this, but Disaster for Scotland is something that plays in my head constantly too as a soundbite when I'm distressed. And I'll say it out loud sometimes, and it's like, does this actually mean anything to me? Like, or anybody else around me? No. Does this relate to me? No. Is it still what my, like, brain sound table spits out? Yes. And there's a lot of little things like that where, like, it's just been added to the sound table in my brain. Yeah. There's also like weird one-liners from Hell's Kitchen. My brain is just a soundboard that makes no sense to anybody but me. Like, why is everybody crying? These boys are emotional. There's at least one person who understands this reference because I went through all of the episodes to find the clip to send to her, and that is Kuro. But, like, I don't know. My brain just latches onto certain sounds and connects emotions to them. Same with memes, actually. Yes, exactly, Shawnee. It's like my brain is a disc jockey in the morning time and just kind of pops out random sounds into every single sentence that I've ever thought. Do they necessarily relate to the sentence? No. Are they still there anyway? Yes. but memes too. There was a while in like, I don't know, was it 2021? Maybe it was before that. I don't understand what time is. But there was a while where on Twitter I was doing a mood of the day with like random meme photos to express my emotion for that day, as you might guess from mood of the day. And it's just like I still have a huge folder on my phone just called moods. That's like a bunch of random memes and stuff because my brain just refuses to actually just tell me what emotion I'm feeling. It's almost like I have autism. Almost like that. My brain doesn't understand how to be human without like 35 different reference points. Okay, that's that one done. I probably could go over those and make it like oranger, but I don't want to, so I'm not gonna. We can do some creamsicle now. I'm probably gonna end in about a half hour, I think, because I want to, I guess. I don't know what I was planning to end that sentence with. Ooh, excuse me. I'm also just like so eepy today. I'm eepy all the time, but I'm really eepy today. Okay. Let's do some creamsicle. Maybe I'm not gonna shade the ice cream. Maybe I should just leave it white. I don't know. We'll see when we get farther along. It's like one of the things that I've been kind of leaning into with these fabric patterns is that there would be, like, if they were actually printed fabric patterns, they would be a limited color palette and there wouldn't be a huge amount of shading because it's like way more costly to produce. So I can kind of just do like a really basic pattern and then leave it. Which is nice because, I don't know, I tend to get really bogged down in the details, which again, hello autism. Which means that I spend like it can be good for especially art if I'm doing something that's very detail focused. It can be good and it can make a really good art piece, but for something like this where I'm doing like 3 different patterns plus a, I don't know, color swatch, I guess, every single month in addition to doing other art, I kind of need to let myself off the hook sometimes when it comes to details. So being able to think about it and like, I don't know, justify those decisions in that way has been good for me, I think. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing the quilt blocks after the year is up though, because I mentioned earlier, but I want to take a year's worth of colors and of the quilt blocks, these guys, and sew them together to make a wall hanging. And I think after I finish that wall hanging, I might do something else, but similar. So I might start making repeating patterns to do like washi tapes and stuff, and maybe using some of them for flake stickers like I've been mentioning. I don't know, something similar but different, because I'm kind of over the quilt block aspect, I think. I think a year's worth was a good amount. Then we can move on, because October will make a year of Color in Focus, which means I will have 12 quilt blocks. I mentioned at the start of stream that I was thinking about how I was going to do the wall hanging, because I want the wall hanging to be a square. I don't know why my brain has latched onto it being a square, but 12 does not a square make. So to make it a square, I'd need to add 4 more. And I was considering, like, I could do 4 more months and then make a wall hanging from the 16 months, or I could make 4 extra, like, corner blocks out of the colors that I have used, to kind of tie it all together a little bit. And I think I'm leaning towards that, because I think it will be a nice, I don't know, one way for me to balance out the colors on the quilt, and 2, kind of like tie it all together to make it a more cohesive piece. What am I going to do once I get that wall hanging set? No clue. Maybe I'll sell it. It would be ridiculously expensive, though. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Yeah, true, Shani. I'm thinking of a 2D, though. The same way that you would do a quilt, basically. So sewing the quilt blocks together in the flat shape. And then hanging it on the wall. And again, would somebody buy it? I don't know. Maybe it will end up just hanging in my studio for the rest of all time. We'll find out. I can promise, Shani, I do not have the level of skill in order to make anything but a flat quilt. There are some people who do crazy quilts. Well, crazy quilt is a specific kind of thing. There's some people who do like wild quilts, who like fold origami shapes into their quilt. I can't do that. It hurts my brain. I can barely do regular quilting, which reminds me that I actually have a bunch of fabric that I bought to make a quilt for a child that I definitely have not done at all because my life got insane. Oy. Can like things stop happening for a little bit? Just a question for the universe. Can we like chill for a few days? Maybe like a month? We've had enough. We've had enough. We don't need any more events. Thank you. I don't know. My life has been like nonstop crazy for like 5 years. Hi, Aiden! But like, eesh. And we've been saying this since like 2016, honestly. Like, can the universe chill? Please? For the love of God. I'm suffering. But like, my like personal life was really wild for a while there, which meant that I didn't get as much stuff done as I wanted. And then once those things resolved themselves, I guess is a way to put it, my personal life decided that it needed to make new problems. So yeah. I don't know that we get to lay this at the gorilla's feet. Honestly. I do think that I want to shade these creamsicles a little bit just along this edge. I think I want to make that darker looking at it. Because I think that that will read a little bit better because it looks a little funky like this. The light is just like disappearing. I hope it's going to rain again. It rained a bit last night and this morning, and I was vibing with it. Cozy rainy day, let's go. I mean, well, I have to do a bunch of work and be cranky, but it's better with rain. It's almost like I grew up in Portland or something. Yeah, I think that we can blame Home Alone too a little bit. For surezies. I do think maybe I ended up with this background a little too close to the orange. Maybe I need to add a little bit more pink to it. I don't know, we'll see. That's so valid. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't spend a lot of time on Twitter. But still. Maybe I want to do the indents too. Yeah, I think that will be better. I added a little bit of magenta to that, so when I forget what color I added, it's magenta. So that I can get the colors right. Yeah, it's been like impossible to escape, honestly. Like to the point one of the discords I'm in had to make a political vent channel because that was all anybody was talking about. And then I had to mute another channel in the Discord because it leaked into there too. And just like I understand it's important, especially for people in the US, please vote. Actually, as a matter of fact, I have voting information as a command. Oh, it wasn't that because it wouldn't let me do that. I remember. I know my own commands. No, I don't. But yeah, that's super important. Make sure you can vote. Make sure you're still registered. And vote. For the love of God, vote. But like at a certain point, it's just people rehashing the same arguments repeatedly, and it's not helpful to anybody. And I'm tired. There, I think that's better. This is the vibe. Then perhaps you should not waste your battery on me, Peach. Just a thought. Yeah, that's totally fair, Shawnee. That's fair, Aiden. I still have other ways to contact you, including your home address, so I'm not that fussed about it. But thank you for the warning. Oh, gotcha, Peach. Sorry, that was not related to what was happening, so I did not connect it. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know that I've tagged anybody on Twitter in a while, because, like, why would I guess. I mostly post, like, stream and business stuff there now. And that's it. Although I have been having a lot of fun with people like messaging me links to where my kettle post has been reposted so that I can pop in and be like, oh, hey, that's me. I'll bet. I'll show up. I won't shoot you, but you know. Ooh, that's way too pink. Way too pinky. There we go. But yeah, I don't know. I thought of something to say and then I started to say it and then my brain immediately just dropped it completely. So there's a thought that will never see the light of day, I guess. My brain is not working. Oh yeah, for sure. Bots have been a problem everywhere. It would be pretty funny if like all the real people left except for Muskrat. And it was just him and a bunch of bots talking. Do you think that would keep him occupied? It was not a cop joke, actually. It was unrelated, I believe, which is part of why it disappeared into the dark holes of my brain. I don't know. It's one of those days where like I cannot keep a train of thought going. My brain is just having a time. Yeah. Agreed on all counts. We need to just keep him contained and busy like, I don't know, an overly curious toddler. Keep him in a playpen so he doesn't cause any more mischief. Which I think is really how we should treat most billionaires. Give them something else to play with so they stop messing with the rest of the world. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair, Lesbian. That's fair. He needs something outside of himself to hate. Otherwise, he realizes how much he hates himself. I think that is the one of the base issues, at least. Alright, I think that one darker layer definitely took this to where I want it to be, and I'm happy with that. I don't think I really need to do much else with it. I could do a little bit of texture on the popsicle stick, maybe, but maybe that's a little fussy, I don't know. Oh, I like that it picks up me tapping my nails, that's fun. Okay. I think if I leave the oranges for next time, that's good. Because I'll want to do a little bit more texture on the orange pips. That's not the right word. Pip means seed. The, I don't remember what they're called. The little juice pockets. Thank you, Aiden. I will have some salty licorice because that was the thing. That sentence didn't make any sense. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But there, we made some progress. Where did I put that other one? There you are. We can just sit here and shoot the shit for a few minutes. And then I'll end and go do other things. But look, I was in a bad mood. Stream made my mood a little bit better, and we got some work done. So that's progress, and that's good. I have so many of these. Because I started in October of last year. So we're nearing the year. Not quite there, but getting there. Just a few more to go. Oh, I got an order. Yay. That's nice. Let me see what they got. Empty kettle sticker is an excellent choice. I guess I can go over that again. These stickers are available in my shop now. They are based off of the saying about burnout that has gone viral and is getting reposted anywhere. Everywhere. If you see it reposted, please send me a link so that I can comment on it and say that that's me and that I sell this sticker now that's based off of the saying. We did the art together, actually, and it's right here. Yeah. It's earned me enough money that PayPal marked me as suspicious and locked my account last night. It's unlocked now, but that was fun to deal with. Not. Until I run out, orders are getting this stupid little sticker that I made that says putting the hot in hot dog. Just because I think it's silly. I did make this originally for Liberty. And I just added it onto the same sheet as the kettle stickers because I had a little extra space and I thought it was funny. So that's been getting added to orders for free. Yeah, my Goopy Wiener. I do have the Goopy Wiener that I can print out too. I might make that a little freebie sticker too. Does it make sense at all to anybody? No. But it's still interesting. So I don't know. And I do usually include like a regular free sticker with my orders too. So you could also get that. I do also have the kettle art that we started with that I decided I didn't like. And so switched over to the other one. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. If somebody really wants it, I could give it to you. Or sell it for really cheapies. I don't know. If anybody has an idea about it, let me know. Because I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. We also finished this goldfish last time, if you didn't see. I've been asked to make the goldfish himself into a little sticker. So I might do that too. Aiden, is there anything that you wouldn't say no to that I made, though? Like, legitimate question. Yeah, that's fair. It's kind of like the misprint. It's the misprint. Yeah. You are easy to please and my #1 cheerleader, so I call you that with real reason. I did tell that to my boyfriend the other day, because my boyfriend is also an artist. And so I told him that if I wanted a real critique, I would ask him because he's really helpful. So like he helped with this art. He helped with the here, you want to do that? Thank you. He helped with the lettering color and like background color decision on this one too. So I told him that if I wanted actual help, I asked him, but if I just wanted a cheerleader, I talked to Aiden. I was talking about you the other day, Aiden. I guess multiple times, because I told you about the other time I talked about you. For this one, maybe 30. The finalized one is 75, and it'll go up for sale in August. But I don't like this one, so... Okay, cool. That's yours then. I will actually sign it then, I guess. Oh, I need to erase that too. It's 5x7 if that matters to you. I'm guessing it doesn't. Because you just want the rare Pokemon cards. lesbian. I'm just gonna name this empty kettle super rare. That can be our little inside joke. Yeah, of course you can. Oh, I cannot write my own name, apparently. There we go. All right, I will make a listing for that later and send you the link. Maybe tomorrow, if that works for you. Because I don't think I should do it today because I'm really fucking cranky and it's just going to make me angry. But I will set that aside and I will add that to my list. Yeah, I figured not, but I'm me and I need to get it done before I forgore. You know how it is, I'm sure. Empty kettle, steam for Aiden. Okay. I've put it someplace where I'll probably see it. I will need to package that up too. But yeah. Yeah, that is kind of how we work. We both forgore, and then 3 months later, we're both like, wait, what? There was a thing. That's just how it works. That's how most of my friendships work, honestly. It's almost like if you have the brainworms, you find other people who have the brainworms. I will also need to pack that order tomorrow. I probably won't do that today. Let's see. I think that we're at a good stopping point here. Always a pleasure to take your money, Aiden. Nah, that's all right, Peach. Thank you. I'll probably remember. I've been doing better about that stuff. I'm very good with my to-do list now. Yeah, I remember that one. Because there was another one where they superimposed another like super rare card on top of that one, and then people were arguing about it, which is really funny. No, I appreciate it, Peach, but I got it. Thank you, though. Why am I so messy all the time, too? It's almost like I don't have enough space for my stuff. But yeah, I will see y'all on Friday. We can finish oranges. I was going to say we could cut these on stream, but we won't cut these on stream because I need to scan them before I cut them. And we might start working on some other sticker designs that I have in my brain because I am incapable of chilling for even 3 minutes about fun sticker designs. I mentioned briefly near the start of stream that I have come up with a new Pride line of stickers this morning, so I'm working on those. Is that the same line of stickers that I said I was starting and going to finish in June? Absolutely not. Why would I finish anything that I start? I should start something else because the idea is fresh and that's where the serotonin is. But those ones I'm doing digitally, so it will be easier to blast through those. What else? Do I have something else to say? Maybe? I don't know. There's also something that I put in my habit tracker journal that somebody liked, and so I might make a sticker out of that too, which we might do on stream. I don't know. Or maybe we just want to do some little doodles because I need to make some baby flake stickers to add onto the sheets of stuff that I'm printing. So there's plenty of things to do. What I will decide to do, nobody knows, including myself, but we can discover that together on Friday. We're gonna go raid Lib because I am a creature of habit and I like Lib. Lib has many sounds and much things on screen. I won't be able to stay there super long because I have another appointment today. So, but still, Lib is good company and nice people. And I think they are playing Stardew with their husband after they finish chatting. So in like 3 hours, maybe. We'll see. Yes, eat for sure. I'm gonna switch over to the ending screen because we're ending. That's what's happening now. Yeah, good to see you. Thanks everybody for stopping by and being nice to me like you always are. I don't know why that still continues to shock me, but it does. What else? Anything else? I don't know. Let me put the raid commands in chat. Aiden, you're nice literally all the time. You're one of the nicest people I know. Yeah, that's fair. Maybe too much time in retail. So the first raid command has an emote you can use if you are subscribed to the channel. The second one in chat has emotes you can use anywhere on Twitch, no matter your subscription status. Feel free to copy and paste the one that is relevant to you. I don't know why I'm doing this weird voice. No, you're not, Aiden. I mean, maybe you're angry and rightfully so, but you are not mean, that's for sure. I will see you all on a Friday morning for me. It might not be morning for you. It will be around 11:30 Pacific time. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Remember that you're loved because I love you. And if you can't take care of and be kind to yourselves for yourself, please do it for me because I think that you're awesome and deserve nice things. And that includes from yourself, even on the days when it's really hard. So let me just be the little cheerleader in your head that tells you to do better for yourself. Eat a food, drink a water, do something kind. You know, get yourself a little treat because I bet you've earned it because you survived through today. And that's enough to earn you a little treat.
Amazing, sweetie.
Thank you, Johnny. And I will see you all on Friday. Okay, bye.